Okay, everyone. All right. Good to see everybody.
Hi.
So Eileen,
Hello.
Eileen has a new kitten she wants to show us. She has to go, but she has a kitten. Eileen, do you want to show us the kitten?
Um, let's see if I can. He's buried in that the blankets there. I don't know if you can see him.
What color is he?
He's orange and white.
Hey, I think I can see his ear.
Yeah. That's him. Just got him today.
Oh, wow.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so thanks to all those I saw just about a couple hours ago. Just finished a workshop at Rockwell Paints, and Mariana was there as well as Tati and sorry. Several of our members were there, so I got to meet them in person. Not all for the first time. Tati and Marcia for the first time, but Ying Jing and Mariana I've met before. And okay, so I'll send out an email just to see if we get more people. Maybe some. Oh, here we go. Now they're coming in. Oh, there's Chris. Okay. All right, switching over now to our Sunday night Zoom meeting. Thank you all for attending. Does anybody have anything? I know Luan has just had a gallery over at Visual Arts Mississauga. I'll just give a few announcements before we start of news. Luan and I have been conversing with Visual Arts Mississauga about applying for a grant for next year for September for a exhibition at their gallery. What's the name of the gallery, Luan?
Visual Arts of Mississauga.
Yeah, but the gallery I know has a name. I can't remember.
The gallery
Or the
is it
location.
Riverwood? You're thinking of?
Yeah. Oh,
Riverwood Park.
in any case, it's a beautiful venue. It has several rooms to do demos and workshops. Has a gallery area. There's going to be an outdoor area because it'll be in September, so it'll be warm. Beautiful grounds. It feels like the Courtright Center. You can walk around and do some plein air painting outside and tour the grounds, and it's a wonderful place. They do a lot of weddings there. They do photography there. So we're now in the waiting period of processing a grant application. So if you get the grant, then we're laughing. So we'll see how that works out. I think our chances are good. And in any case, that's going to be our location for our next exhibition, our next big exhibition for next year. In other news, some of us just finished the meeting for the Mexico trip, figured out an optimal flight for us to be on and where we should have our hotels. If anybody still wants to join, there's still time. Let me know. Here's Marcia now. And yeah, we have our magazine. Our magazine is in full swing. Cynthia has been busy working on that and has been processing some of the articles and getting them edited by Anne. And we'll be putting that together before the end of the month. So watch out for that as well. If anybody would like to volunteer to help in the future with media projects and has some experience in the field, please let me know as well, because Cynthia has talked about leaving. At the very least, she'll be scaling back her efforts. So anybody who knows anything about desktop layout and graphic design, that will be more than welcome to have the help of somebody who can help on that front. All right. So anybody who has to go soon who wants to show off some new work or some new news? Okay, I'll go down the list then. Celinda, do you have anything? Okay, thank you, Eileen. Eileen says she can help. Okay, this will be for future magazines. This one should be good. She said she's going to finish this one. But yeah, Cynthia's amazing at it. So I don't think we can have the same magazine as we had in the past. She's just been going overboard with it. So we've been very lucky to have that. So we'll try and keep up with that level of quality, but it might have to be a shorter magazine from now on. Which I think is okay. We're boosting other areas. We're boosting our YouTube channel. We're boosting other areas, and this new development with our Mississauga location. That's going to have a lot of great stuff there going on soon. Okay, sorry, Celinda, please go ahead. I will spotlight you for everybody. There we go. You're muted. I can't hear you, Celinda. There we go.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So this is work in process. I am just
Oh, very nice.
working on it. And I did another one of a little girl at the beach wrapped in a towel that I think it was of the magazine last time. And this is the boy that was playing right next to her at the beach. So I will have the pair, and I'm looking forward to seeing it finished. A lot of work is still to be done, but yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
Wonderful. And your parrot, you got that finished up? That's going to be in the magazine.
I'm sorry, did you ask me?
Yeah. The parrot. Is that one a new one you just finished up?
Oh, my
You're working
parrot.
Yeah, you're working on that in
my
Vancouver.
parrot. I've redid that one from the one in Vancouver that we did of the watercolor battle.
Mhm.
And I'm really happy the way it turned out. And basically we used to have a parrot as a pet when I was a kid. And this parrot used to talk, and he used to ask for food and say his name and everything. And that parrot was just too cute. And this reminded me of that one. So I just thought I have to do that one. So that's what it came from. It was fun. It was fun redoing it. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you got it in time for the magazine.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. Okay. Anything more, or we'll move on to the next? All right. How about Anne McKenzie? Thank you for all your editing help, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Old retired English teacher.
Oh, here we go. All right, pins are spotlighted. Hold on a sec. All right, there you go. You're in the spotlight.
Oh, great. Great. Yeah, it's in my blood. I mean, I've taught English for more than 30 years, and now I write. So it's in my blood.
Great. How's the painting? Anything new you're working on?
I am just finishing a commission. I do urban sketching for people. I'm in Nova Scotia right now, by the way. I do urban sketch. So I have an apartment in Toronto as well. I paint people's houses, but I do them ink and wash, so it's more urban sketching than it is a painting.
Mhm.
So I'm just working on one of those right now. Pretty.
Oh, beautiful.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Pain in the butt. Because she sent me one photo and said, okay, I need this bigger, this smaller, this moved over, this over.
Yeah.
No, not for what I'm charging. So then we had to talk about readjusting the price, and then I sent her
Oh yeah.
and then I sent her when it was inked, and then when I had it half painted, and I sent a photo to her, and she said, so I don't see the little chair and the swing on the porch of the cottage. Can't even see them in the photo. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
hate doing commissions.
Oh
And,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, if easier and people were not expecting magic when I do it, it would be easier. I'm also in the process of making 300 bookmarks.
Wow.
300, that's my goal before I come back. And then I laminate them and punch them. So I have many, many. This is my start, and they all have little tassels on them.
Oh,
So this is what I'm working on.
Nice. Are you selling those? And
And I
doing
Yeah, I do them in ink first,
oh, nice.
and then I color if I feel like it after. Just things that stack.
Yeah. So you're selling them
Whimsy.
for,
That's what I'm working.
are you doing any Christmas
Sorry?
markets or anything? You're doing Christmas markets or anything like that?
No, I send cards to friends, but no, the sales part of it is not one of my favorite things. I don't
Yeah.
market.
Mhm.
What I will do when I get back, that's why I'm doing 300 bookmarks. When I get back to Nova Scotia, I will go to all the little touristy gift shops and museums and all the places that sell stuff around here, and sell bookmarks and cards. I've had paintings in the Lunenburg Art Gallery now this was my second summer, so I had 8 paintings. You get put in one a month. I've never sold anything.
Mhm.
I don't know why. So I just switched gears. I paint for myself. What you see behind you is behind me.
Nice.
This
Yeah.
is, I paint for me.
That's always the most enjoyable
paint for
thing.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have a stack like this of paintings. So I'm not doing an actual painting. I'm finishing the commission, and I'm doing bookmarks and cards. So that's me. That's me right now. And then I'll do them when I'm in Toronto over the winter, and I'll bring them back and try to sell them here.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, maybe when you're in Toronto, we'll have some kind of workshop. We can come out to Visual Arts Mississauga or Rockwell. Rockwell is pretty nice today. Lots
Yeah,
of
it
paints to
was.
try out.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you let us know when you're going to be around, we'll see if we can plan some kind of workshop that you can come out to.
My problem is that I'm leaving on Thursday. I'm there over the winter. So I also belong to the Toronto Watercolor Society, but they have
Oh,
a
yeah.
spring and a fall show. I'm not there. So I
Mhm.
can't even get into those. It's all about timing.
Yeah. Well, this wouldn't be a show.
Because
This
I'm
wouldn't be a
here.
show. This is like today we went to Rockwell and we just did some demos and tried out their paints, and it's just a free event. So it's nice to meet up with everybody. We had several IWS members who came out. So and it was pretty it was planned 2 weeks ago. So it's we can do them pretty spur of the moment. So in
Where's
case you're ever in
Rockwell?
town. It's north, it's up near Vaughan, just north of Toronto. Just
Yeah.
off of what's the street? Anyway, it's you go up the Allen Road, around Highway 7 area.
So that's my other issue. My car is in Nova Scotia. And when I go back
okay.
to Toronto, I ride CT. So anything that happens meeting wise or anything with Toronto Watercolor Society is 2 hours by TTC for me to
Yeah,
get
I
there. And
know
then
it's
2 hours.
far for. No, that's why I left TWS. I left TWS because it's too far away.
Yeah.
At least
York
on
Community Center is an
yeah,
hour
I
and a
know.
half.
Yeah, it's a long slog. Oh, Zoom is right here in your living room, so that's an easier
Yeah,
meetup.
I'll stick to Zoom.
Yeah. All right. Who's next? here. How about Michelle?
Well, last time I was working on this painting, so now I'm done.
Oh, lovely. Beautiful.
Thank
Great
you.
colors. Yeah.
This is called,
Very
Thanks.
nice, Michelle. Very nice.
thank you.
I love it.
It's called Golden Reflections.
Beautiful.
And I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but there's a photographer here in Burlington that posts her work a lot, and she's really amazing. And sometimes she has the most amazing photography, and so I contact her and ask her if I can use her photography or photos for reference pictures, and she gives me permission. So it's quite exciting for me because I can't get out and take pictures of these things or foxes or different things like that. So it works well. And I have this commission that I'm working on right now.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
and I've just discovered Perline Violet. I love it for portraits, like human portraits. Yeah. Anyways, and I have a market coming up in December 9th. So, but guys, I don't know. I've been really thinking about marketing finding places where I can market the higher priced things, big paintings. And I don't know. Do you guys have any
It's
suggestions?
hard.
Any?
It is. It's hard. I personally, I gave up doing fairs like that, art crawls, because by the time you're done spending money on the space and renting equipment, unless you're there, all day each day, and it's just a luck of the draw. I sold one once because a guy I did a painting of Honest Ed's, and Honest Ed's had just been torn down. This guy was specifically looking for that. Until he just walked up, he says, "Oh, well, I didn't think I would even going to sell it. I just put it out there just to show, some of my stuff." And he just walks up. He goes, "Oh, how much?" And I even think of a price. I thought $500. He's like, "Okay, I'll take it." Like, wow, all right, okay, great. So he went off, went to a big machine, came back with $500. But that's the only time, other than friends and family, it's hard selling originals. Really, I know, it's tough. It is tough because it's people just don't. I guess art is so available. Like you can go to IKEA and get something that'll match your couch. That it's so saturated with so many things. It's really tough. I don't know. Sorry to be a downer.
Thanks for the help.
That's a pep talk for you. Teaching is more
Here in
rewarding.
Vancouver, can I
Yeah.
just say something?
Mhm.
Here in Vancouver, we have the Artist Guild, and we have exhibitions twice a year. And then you can bring it. We're having one right now live on December 9th, and we're allowed to up to 6 paintings. Overall, in the exhibitions, we have 10 oversized paintings. So if you have an oversized painting, you will have to do it, to register right away. But I am pretty sure that there would be some kind of organization like that in Toronto. Here we have the Artist Guild, and they have different chapters within BC, but I don't really think it's strictly for BC. I'm pretty sure that you can get into exhibiting more, and I have sold through them. And also we have Arts Council in here that they also do exhibitions, and they have the floor. They open the floor once a year, but you still have to prepare for that, right? And that also, they have some pretty good turnouts, and it's a good way of selling your art. So those are my recommendations: the Artists Guild and the Arts Council. There must be something similar in Ontario. I don't know.
Mm,
I was just at the Beach Artists Guild show on Saturday. And it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm sorry.
And how was that? Did it go well?
I have a friend who's had worked at it, and she said things weren't selling. Like, I don't know what happened with today. There was a Santa Claus parade just north of it. So maybe that helped, maybe it didn't. I don't know. She didn't seem to have the sales that she normally does.
Mhm. We have in Hamilton, the Dundas School of Art, and once a year they have a big auction, and like there's thousands of paintings that they that auction off, and it's to raise money for the school. So 50% of your sale goes, to the school. But I've sold I've entered twice, and I've sold, my larger pieces there. But I mean, it's not ideal, but it's a good, it's a feather in my cap, put it that way. And you get a tax receipt, so, but I'm always looking for somewhere.
Yeah, I would definitely check something like the Arts Council, because they have different things happening. They have different programs. I'm sorry, I don't know in Ontario what they have. But here they also have something called Artist Landing. And it's just in the park by the ocean. We have in Ambleside, we have every Sunday, it's just a group of artists that go, and you just pay a small fee to get in, and you don't pay commission. You just pay the fee to be part of that. I'm pretty sure there are things like that over there.
If you check, the Carfax has a calendar that they produce every year, and they'll have all different shows listed in them and with deadlines.
What is that? What is it called?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
When I come back out east in the spring, I'm going to look for restaurants that have empty walls that want something. The problem is here, everything is so Atlantic provinces, they want lighthouses, and they want fishing boats, and they want, the touristy stuff is what they want. I don't paint that stuff. And so finding a restaurant that is not themed to Atlantic Canada, you might be able to get them to hang stuff on their walls with a little price card beside it, like a gallery. Lunenburg, which is the closest art center to me, has the Lunenburg Art Society Gallery is 40% commission. And you work volunteer hours to run it. And I said, I'm not 40%. You must be kidding, especially watercolor, because first of all, you have to frame it. So you add that cost on top of it. And if you sell it to what you think its value is, and then add the frame, and then you have to think about the fact that you're going to get 60% of that, it's really hard to know how to price anything to go up on their walls. And then when nothing sells, it doesn't matter. They're not getting my commission anyway, but it's frustrating to go back every month and hang something else up. And they have a Facebook page where they post when something sells. And I'm always amazed by what sells. And I look at my stuff, you know, my stuff's not bad compared to what you're selling. And some of them are huge and really I can't get excited about them at all. And they sell for $1,800. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't put that in my living room. Sorry. It's really hard. Your ego takes a real trampling when you've been I've been at it almost 30 years now, and you hang stuff up, and even the people hanging their stuff go, "Oh, that's lovely," but nobody buys it. So I know this year in Lunenburg, for example, the sales this summer were terrible. Of course, we've had rain all summer, rain, hurricane, rain. On the days we had sun, it was 35 degrees all of a sudden. And the tourist industry just didn't come around. So when people come, they want art, but they don't want to pay for art. Nobody seems to value the time that goes into art. They want cheap. And somebody handed out my phone number, one of the ladies doing her volunteer shift. And I had a guy call with a Toronto phone number asking me if I would drop the price, because he and his partner had already bought 2 that day and they wanted to get another one, but could I just drop the price? And I said, did you buy 2 of mine? Why am wait a minute. I was mad, first of all, that my phone number was given out. But anyway, he said, well, what if we don't take the frame? And I said, bought that in Walmart. I'll knock $25 off. And he didn't take it because he wanted a deal. He wanted a deal on after paying whatever the other paintings were worth. And that just really annoyed me. So it's the crowd coming around. Cruise lines are back here as well that come into Lunenburg, but they want something small that they can take back, a souvenir, which is why I'm doing bookmarks and cards. That's where my talent is going right now, into something small that I can laminate and put in an envelope, and they can pick up and throw in their bag and get back on the ship and take it home. They're not buying much art this year, which is, again, very frustrating. How do you sell your stuff if you can't get a market? I belong to a co-op. I was in Kitchener-Waterloo, and you, as part of a co-op, the commission was completely different. I think it was 20%, and everybody was expected to do so many shifts in the course of a month to pay the rent. And I found that much more satisfying, but I'm not finding it out here, because I don't paint sailboats, mostly. I could, I guess, but I have no interest. Anyway, I feel for you. Find a restaurant. Empty walls.
And I would second that too. Anytime I've done small things like cards are good. Cards always go. Little prints, stuff people can buy just on a whim. Because a big piece, they have to consider it, because that's a big purchase for them. But if it's something they're out, they just want a memory of the show, or they see a painting that they like of yours. They're not willing to pay hundreds of dollars, but they would like a memento of it. So yeah.
I did a few of these for the show.
Oh, those are very cool. Very nice. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that people would buy. Okay.
$50 worth.
Yeah, that's it. Then you got to sell a lot more to make it worth your while. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a solution or not.
Yeah. Don't quit your day job.
Yeah.
This is my day job.
I can say that because I'm retired and I don't care anymore. So.
Okay, Mariana, I know you weren't sure if you wanted to speak to that.
I can show something. Yeah. No. I can show.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Hi guys. I really enjoyed the meeting today at Rockwell place. I bought a couple of paintings there. They're kind of unusual, with a lot of granulation, I think, and mixing of different paints. And I wanted to show this. this watercolor made.
Oh,
It's
that's cool.
Beautiful.
it's kind of it needs some explanation. It was done on a train with reflection of sunset in a train window. That's why it's like a not normal reflection of the sun. It's in
Oh,
the glass of the train window, and I was amazed of that colors that was there, and it kind of inspired me to paint this.
So when you guys go to Rockwell, like they just let you use colors and stuff?
I think it was like a promotion for the colors. That's why we use we can try all paint and brushes and paper, and as a result, many of us bought something. That was the
Oh.
idea of it.
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
free.
because
It's a. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a free workshop.
Yeah, it's
And they sell. It's a paint company basically. So the workshops are free. I was kind of thinking, well, what am I getting at? I got some free paint, but yeah, I was putting on the workshop, and then I'm doing the demo with their paints, and I really do like their paints. It's very very nice. Some of the things they do, they have these paints that will have multiple
Mhm.
pigments, and they'll split apart. I know Daniel Smith has that too with some of the duotone paints they have. But they're very nice the way they split it apart on the paper, and you can do a lot of really cool things with it. I've spent the last couple of weeks just playing around with the colors and seeing how they turn out, and so yeah, you can get some really nice effects with it. So yeah, people would come out, and I just gave a portrait or a landscape as a demo, and then people ran with it and could just try out the paints. They had all their paints lined up there, so they could just come up. And now I was told later that I wasn't actually really supposed to do it that way. I was supposed to, promote a certain paint, but I thought since all the paints were there, people could just pick what they wanted. But in any case, they have a lot of selection, and it's a chance for people to try out their stuff and get some information about Rockwell, because I didn't know about it myself until very recently. I didn't even know there was a paint company aside from Eileen's company doing her own paints. I didn't know there was such a company here because they don't sell it in stores. It's all online, but it is good stuff. I do recommend it. Their Magic series, Charm series, very cool things that they do with those paints. The way they dissolve on the paper is wonderful. So yeah, we'll
So
do
how
one
do you
again.
hear-
So we'll do one again. I'll let you know
Oh.
when we do another one. They're eager to have me back to do a couple more. So yeah, I'll let you know. I posted in the on the Facebook group, and I can send an email as well. So yeah, we'll just come on out the next one. We'll have another one in a couple of weeks or so.
I belong to Oakville Art Society, so I could let
Oh, yeah.
those guys know and maybe bring
Sure.
some people up.
Well, actually, if you're in Oakville, Luan and I have been over to Visual Arts Mississauga, and we're going to be doing some stuff out there as well. So that's quite close to Oakville. So
yeah.
we could work you guys in with that somehow too. So that's also ongoing. Working on some projects there. I've got to create some proposals for them to do some things out there. So yeah, I'll keep you informed. That's good to know that you're in Oakville, because yeah, that's and you'll be happy to know
I'm
we're gonna.
actually I'm in
In where?
Burlington actually, but if
Oh, you're
I'm
by
in
Luan.
Burlington,
Yeah, you live with
I'm
Luan
right.
there.
Oh, really? Luan,
Yeah,
where do
Luan's
you
in
live?
Burlington.
Mississauga. No, I live in Mississauga.
Oh, you're Mississauga, but you're closer to Burlington, right?
Yeah.
No.
West Mississauga.
Yeah, well, closer than yours, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still like 35, 40 minutes drive, I think. Yeah.
I'm right on the border pretty much of Oakville and Burlington, so I feel like I belong to both.
Great. Oh, that's good to know, because yeah, we'll have lots more, and you'll be happy to know we're having our exhibition out there next year. So
Yeah,
that will be
I
in
was happy
your
to hear
area.
that.
That's a lot closer than
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah, yeah. There was no
Yeah.
way I was going to be able to make that.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways.
Well, this will be right in your doorstep. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's see.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mariana, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, no, that's it. That's it. I only can add that I didn't want to, at the beginning, I didn't want to buy anything. Like I have paints enough. I think that many of them actually. But by the end of the meeting, me and other participants decided to buy, and there were more interests than at the beginning. So we were
Yeah.
impressed with that paint. Yeah.
Yeah, they are really neat, especially the magic series. I like that. That
Magic, yeah,
fire
Magic
that,
series was.
yeah, that fire one is nice.
Mhm.
And it's Canadian,
Does
so
anybody, does anybody use Beam paints? Anybody have Beam?
No.
no.
Okay, hang on, let me tell you about it.
I've
They
been hearing so much about Rockwell, and I'm like, ah, but I don't want to. I'd like to try them out first before I
Yeah,
go.
well, yeah, you can come on out next time. I'll let you know
You
next
won't
time
be
if we're out there.
disappointed. You would
Yeah.
like them.
Good.
These are
Beam.
these are Beam. They're indigenous out of Manitoulin Island,
Oh, cool.
and they have quite a few that are like they're all very naturally made. And the ones that sparkle, hang on, like there's a gold, a
Mm.
silver, and a couple other colors. They use mica, ground
Mm.
mica paint.
Mhm.
And so if they're lovely for doing greeting cards, Christmas cards, and things like that. I use them a lot on my bookmarks just because it's a really nice effect.
Mhm.
Worth looking up. They have a website, beam.ca, I think it is.
Is that
And they show up
BEAM?
on my BEAM. Yep. Beam.
Beam.ca.
Beam. You probably can't even see this.
Mhm.
Mm,
Can you
no.
see
Oh,
Beam? BEAM.
BEAM. Okay.
So everything is in waxed fabric. That's how these little I guess they're like half pans, but
Mhm.
instead of being in plastic, they're waxed fabric. Or they come on a birch cookie. Do you know what like a thin slice of a tree is called a cookie? And they come on those for traveling pallets, just a dot of each one. It's an interesting, yeah, you should have a look at the website. They're interesting to see how they market and how they create things. It's nice paint. I like it. I have all the standard stuff as well, Winsor Newton and
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Smith and Core, those, but the beam I use for like urban sketching because it travels
Oh, yeah.
pretty easily because you get all these little pans
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
when I take them with me. So just a thought if you want to find something new
Yeah.
to try.
That's good. Always fun trying new paints and materials.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go on to Luan. Luan has some information. You just had a gallery in Visual Arts Mississauga.
Not much information. I don't have anything to show today. The the show was a short 2 day show together with Mississauga Watercolor Society. So I'm one of the members. The show was successful, lots of things, and the group sold some paintings. For my own marketing strategy, I have taken different routes, and it took me a couple years slow start. So now I'm okay. Now I want to share, my type of marketing. It's niche. It's hard to do, but once you do it, and it works. So what I do is I gain my brand. Basically, I build my brand in 2-3 years through social media and through competitions. So taking competition, like taking awards, and that's to have recognition among the peers in different societies. But then I take this recognition, these awards, to my marketing people, and I aim for corporates, and I've been blessed that when before I retired, so I knew some executives in the auto industry. So I start with one commission, and then through referral, one after one. And it's not a lot. I do only a few in a year, but I do charge a very high pricing. And that actually, that's why I'm saying I've been blessed. And, I don't know what I did right or did wrong, but it took me 2-3 years to get the first commission going. And yeah, so everybody has different goals. And to have a steady income, I think it's better to start engaging in teaching, maybe. Because teaching will give you some cash flow, right? But if it's your desire to, if it starts from your love for arts, then stay that way, and you'll be more happy that way because you don't have pressure of trying to wait for somebody to buy your arts. So, and again, everyone has a different objective. So start with, you basically draw out your goals and objective, what you really want, right? So the first year, I was also disappointed. I say, well, why couldn't I sell anything? And then, my daughter basically talked me through, say, well, Dad, why then, if you look after money, then why did you retire? You were making a lot more money in your career. so I was a professional engineer at Ford. So and she was right. So it's she woke me up basically. So I had to redefine my goals. So I have a different goal now, is to ever since I also have my faith. I became Christian 3 years ago. So now I teach a lot of volunteer classes at the church. And I am thinking now, because I do teach in those nonprofit setting anyway. So I may try to record them and maybe upload to the IWS Canada, and to help others, right? And that is, when you help others, when you do things like that, you build your brand. And in the Oriental type of proverbs, bamboo trees, right? So the first 5 years when you plant the bamboo trees, you don't see anything above the ground. But you still believe in it, you water it, you take care of it. But after the 5 year, when it starts going, it grows so fast that you can't imagine, right? So yeah, believe in yourself and build your brand. I think it's important. So how do you achieve in building your brand individually is different. And for me, it works that I participated in different competitions and get these awards. And these awards is important because you can use money to buy recognition from your peers, right? But you use this recognition and show it to your clients, right? Because your clients will say, why do I have to pay so much money for commission work? Showing, hey, because of this, here's it's like your portfolio, your resume.
Mm-hmm. It gives you legitimacy.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. I think I'm doing all the right things. That's pretty much what I'm doing.
Right, and I think we start to share our work, engage in some nonprofit things. It gives a lot of satisfaction, and also indirectly, it helps build your brain also.
Yes. Yeah. I find that every time I give something away, then I get commissions or something. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I once heard an
So-
analogy of the fire. You have to feed the fire before you can expect the heat. You can't yell at the fire, "Why aren't you getting hot?" unless you've started feeding the fire first. It's similar to the
Yeah.
bamboo analogy. You have to first water it before you can expect the growth. You first have to feed the fire the wood before you can expect the heat. So yeah, and you'll get back what you put into it, because it transitions to a new state. So you're putting in that energy, and that energy will come back to you either in money or in friendship or in happiness or something else. Nothing will be for nothing. And as long as you can enjoy it while you're doing it, then it's a guaranteed win.
I post stuff on social media, like I'm part of all these little neighborhood groups and everything. I post stuff all of the time. And so now I guess my name is getting around, because I've had somebody out of the blue that I was talking to about something else, and she said, "Oh, are you the artist?" So I'm like, yes.
The artist,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
a artist.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I rely a lot on my faith too. A lot of prayer and put into it.
Okay, thank you, Luan. That was a very nice pep talk there. Much better than my pep talk earlier.
Yeah,
That's
very good
hopeless, isn't it?
advice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Luan. Okay, who's next? Let's go to Chris. Oh,
I have a
look at that.
parrot that decided to join me.
You're a
So
pirate.
cute.
Arr.
Yes,
Cute.
I can send her over to Celinda at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's laughing. So this was my latest one, just some birch trees that I thought I'd give a go and stuff.
Very
And
nice.
the thing that I discovered was using an old credit card to kind of dab it in the paint and then swipe it to kind of get the markings on the tree. So that was kind of fun. So
Yeah, nice.
yeah. So other than that, I'm just
Very
in
nice.
Christmas card hell. That's it. Trying to get them done and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Is that right, Pippa? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, handmade Christmas
So,
cards. Those
yeah.
are always a nice way to go. Everybody likes handmade Christmas cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting the chat about trying to find your way in the market and stuff. My parents were both artists, and my dad was a wood carver, and he was very, very popular. But he kind of started out in the 50s, and we have an art school in Coquitlam that pretty much sort of kind of took him on, and he used to teach classes there and everything, and he sort of built his brand per se through them. And my dad's been gone since 2012, but even still today, people contact me looking for his work all the time. And I still have about 1,000 pieces still sitting in my basement. So it's amazing that, I think it's probably too because we have an odd last name. So I don't know. So
That helps.
birds laughing. Always a happy bird.
You have good
Okay.
company there.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Chris. How about Lorraine? Oh, we can't hear you, Lorraine. Still can't hear you. No, still can't hear you. No.
You should be okay now.
Oh, No. There.
It should be okay now,
No.
Lorraine.
Oh, sorry.
There we
Yeah,
go.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm new to the chat group. So
Welcome.
I'm live in Barrie and a member of the Barrie Art Club and IWS. And I'm glad to be able to sit in on the whole show tonight. Everything seems to come up and I've been away for a month, so I'm glad to be back. I do have something I can show. I did have a problem. I tried to get into the show with light and I couldn't get the picture small enough to show. And I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh, nice.
That's lovely. It's very
Yeah.
nice.
Beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Mhm.
I have that and I have this I can show you. I don't know if
Very
that
nice.
shows there.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. Very nice too.
So
Yeah.
I do mainly figures and portraits, but those were a change of scene for me. I did flowers. You were talking about branding. I belong to the Barrie Art Club and we started a group called I Am a Professional Artist. And I would suggest to you that it's one of the best groups that we started in the club, because we're doing just what Luann was talking about as to how everybody is branding differently. So we share ideas. We come together once a month and share our ideas with each other. So I would just suggest that to you if you can. If I could. That's it.
Good idea.
We
Great.
have a good group
Thank
up
you.
here.
Oh, there's Adele Partington. She's up sort of in that
Yeah.
area. She was in Port Severin.
Yeah, Adele is
Yeah.
Adele's a member of our group too. I'm president of the Barrie Art Club. And Adele's a member of the art club.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does lovely work. She just lives north of here, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I know her quite well.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
a teaching alternate together during COVID. So we went
Oh, yeah.
online to keep the club viable. We turned to online courses. So Adele and I both taught, we alternated weeks. So I did portraits one week and she did scenery and other subjects on the alternate week that I did portraits. So it was good. We did it in watercolor. Now we're starting up a drop-in for watercolor. I just started this week. I had somebody wanting lessons. And so now before I left the club, I had 6 people wanting to come in. They all wanted lessons. And so I said, we'll start out with a drop-in next week. And because some of the people haven't done it at all, they work in different mediums in the club. Like it's not just watercolor, the club has different mediums. So I said, if you come in next week, we'll do a drop-in and we'll put all different supplies out on the counter. And we'll talk about the different ways and the different papers and the different paints that I use. So I was interested to hear about your workshop at Rockwell. And when your next one would be, because that might be interesting to a lot of the people who are new to watercolor.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be
as
far
well as
from
people
Barrie.
who do it.
Yeah, and it
No,
wouldn't be
you're
too
in
far
Vaughan.
from Barrie because it's in Vaughan.
No.
Yeah, well, I'll send out an email next time we do one. They're very happy with the results of this one today, so they're eager to do another one. So I'll let you know as soon as we get a date, but it'll probably be in the next few weeks. I'm going to Mexico in December, so I'll be away for a little bit. But yeah, I'll try and get one in before that. So I'll let you know as soon as we have a date. Because yeah, Barrie's not so far away from that. Yeah.
Well, we took a group down to just on another note, down to Toronto to I think it was called the Art Project, and it was at the CNE. at the Better Living Building, the old Better Living
Oh,
Building.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you're familiar with that project, but Michelle was asking about shows, and that's a huge show. It's expensive. It's very expensive to
Mm-hmm.
get in. The people go there looking for large pieces. They
Yeah.
go there to
Yeah.
spend money.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where you need an outlet if you want to sell big pieces.
Yeah. Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and nobody's mentioned in all of this that the economy right now is pretty bad.
Yeah, they don't have money for it.
People
Yeah.
disposable income. Yeah, disposable income is not a grand commodity right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would
Definitely
appreciate
agree.
the
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as we have a date.
okay.
It'll be the next few days. So I'll speak to them and get something in before mid-December.
When
Okay.
are you going?
Oh, I'm going December 12th, so maybe early December. Let's see, let's look at the calendar. I'll ask them about perhaps maybe December 3rd or 10th. I'll ask them one of those dates, the 3rd or the 10th.
Okay. Thank you for
on
that.
on a Sunday. So yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
You're on the email list, right? You get the
Yeah, oh
emails?
yeah, I get your emails and
Yeah.
everything. It's just that I've been so busy doing everything for everybody else. I haven't had a chance to
I
do it for
know.
myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great little
Another
place,
thing.
and the paint's very nice. So yeah, and it's nice that it's Canadian. It's this local Canadian
Yeah.
company. So okay, I'll let you know as soon as we have some more info.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I
Yeah.
appreciate the opportunity to join in the group.
Yeah, yeah, it's great too because you meet all these people you only know from online. So that's
Yeah,
the best part. Like our next people here, Patty and Marcia, who I met for the first time in person. They drove in from Montreal all the way for the Rockwell. If you think Barrie's a long way, they came all the way from Montreal. So here they are now. I guess
I
you're still in
haven't got
Toronto.
guys.
I
You
guess
haven't got an
there's no
excuse.
excuse, right?
Yeah.
No excuse.
So Tati and Marcia, what's anything new since a few hours ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great to meet Ian, and yeah, we really we had a lot of fun at Rockwell. They're adorable, honestly, and the opportunity to test the paints were really interesting. It was very nice.
Especially the cafe.
The
cafe
the coffee
painting.
painting.
The
Oh
coffee
yeah,
painting.
coffee
Yeah, there's
paints. Yeah,
cafe
yeah.
in France. Yes, the coffee
Mhm.
painting was amazing. It was a very good experience to meet Ian in person and other members and
Mariana.
yeah, Mariana. Yes, the other one there is Ching. No, I forgot her name. The girl that was in front of us. So it was very
Julia.
nice.
Oh, Jing Jing.
Julia, yes, yes,
Jing
yes,
Jing. Jing.
exactly,
Yeah.
Tintin, yes, yes, it was very nice. Sometimes we are trying to dispute the water because we are sharing the
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We have
You have
nothing
your
for the
paintings
show and
up?
tell because our things are in the car.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we just
okay.
came running to be able to participate on the meeting. So
Yes.
next time we do an extra.
Yes,
Sure,
exactly.
sounds good. And I guess you're still in Toronto? Are you heading back tomorrow or you're going on a trip?
Yeah. So we are midway. We are in Kingston now. So tomorrow
okay.
we'll drive the rest of the way back. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no,
great.
it was a
That's
lot.
nice.
Yes.
Little, road trip. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
it was a fun one. Yeah, totally worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, who do we have left? I think we got everyone now. Is anybody left? I think I saw Sukarita here for a second. I guess she went. Michelle Nettleton. I don't see her here.
She's she already spoke.
Oh, there's Michelle. Okay, sorry. I saw the name on the side and I didn't connect you to the fit. There we go. Okay, so I guess we have everyone then. All right. Yeah, okay. Anyone, any last announcements from anyone before we go?
Well, I would like
Uh,
to say that maybe for next time, for the exhibition that is coming up in September that you're organizing, for us that we are not in the Toronto area and would love to see these presentations from Rockwell, maybe there could be a representative from them invited to do a little workshop or a little presentation on their different series. Just a
well,
suggestion.
oh yeah, well, Coral is a major representative for them. She's got all the paints out there.
Well, Carl was just
Yeah.
selling them, but she wasn't really, you know,
Yeah, well,
doing the
she could
different
do
series, right?
yeah, she could do a demo
Oh,
because
Coral could do it.
yeah, because she
Yeah.
has all the stuff. I went to her house and she has all the Rockwell stuff. So yeah, she should actually. She was
Yeah.
jealous that she couldn't have been here to do the demo in Toronto. I said, "Well, come on over. You know, it's only 5 hour flight away."
Maybe I'll ask her.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
I'll
she
ask
was the
her
one
and
who.
see if we can have a day at her house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Coral put me. Yeah, ask her. I'm sure she'd love that. Because Coral was the one who put me in touch with Rockwell. So they work very
Yeah.
closely together. So yeah, she can be the
Yeah.
Vancouver representative for sure. Yeah, I would. Yeah, why don't you send her an email and suggest that? Because yeah, I toured
Yeah,
her
that would be a
house
good
and
idea.
she's quite welcoming and she has all the paints and also her brushes, her golden maple
Yeah.
brushes and everything. So
She's very
she's all set up.
accommodating.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
She's very
she's all set
nice.
up for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I recommend it. Yeah.
I'll check with her. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Good timing, 3 minutes after 8, and hope to see you next time. And coming up, keep your eye out for our next Rockwell meetup in the next few weeks. Send out an email about that. We have our next exhibition, yearly exhibition, September of next year. Lavon and I have been busy at Visual Arts Montreal. No, Montreal, Visual Arts Mississauga, VAM, to hopefully get a grant for next year. It's looking good so far. We filled it out and they're sending it off to the grant approval stage, I guess. So that would be lovely if we get that grant. And yeah, have a nice exhibition next year. So also we'll be doing some workshops there. It's a beautiful space. So I'll let you know about that as well. And also the Mexico trip. We just had a meeting with those who are going, and we've found a good flight that will bring everyone down more or less at the same time. So you know who you are, those in that group, and I'll send out an email with that screenshot that I took of those flights. So if we all get those flights, then at least we've got that checked off. And because the flights are the things that'll go up, the hotels we can take our time a little bit more on, and I'll get more info from Tara and tell her what people have said about wanting to share at the cheaper hotel, because we can probably get her breakfast. It doesn't have to be included necessarily. We'll sort it out. I think we're all
in September, the
Mhm.
thing in Mississauga, is there
Mhm.
like a charge for to be part of it, or
If there'd be a hanging fee for the depends on how much money we get for the grant. So possibly it could cover everything. If otherwise, usually there's a hanging fee of the cost of hanging the painting, which is usually about $100 or so. It's like a hanging entrance fee sort of thing. So that would be the only charge, and then any workshops would be extra. So we'll have various artists there giving workshops, and then that would be, its own cost. But in terms of hanging a painting, it's just a hanging fee.
Ian, can I ask what grant you applied for?
It's Ontario. Luan, do you remember
Art Council.
Ontario Art Council?
Ontario Art
The
Council.
Ontario Arts
Yeah.
Council, or
Yeah.
Yeah, OAC.
Ian,
Sorry?
how many paintings? How many paintings is this gallery gonna take?
What do you think, Luan? You know the space better than I do.
It's easily 150, 200, easily. They got lots of rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of different spaces
And
all
yeah,
around. Even outdoors, they
Okay.
could accommodate some.
the
Okay.
whole outdoor has about 150 acres.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm just talking about the exhibition itself and see, because
Yeah,
in Vancouver we didn't have a lot of the
yeah, it'll be
like a lot
more.
of a
Definitely more.
space. So yeah,
Definitely more than Vancouver.
okay.
It's a big space.
What's the name of the gallery?
Nolan, do you remember?
It's inside the Visual Art Mississauga.
Let me look it up.
Well, the gallery, they call it white, blue, and red galleries. No specific name for it.
Yeah.
But the facility is large. As I say, the outdoor, is 150 acres. And you can see it's a home to 50 species of birds and animals.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
And the
So I see
first
hallway
week of
gallery.
September, yeah, hallway gallery and a studio. In the studio, they call it white, blue, and red studio.
Yeah, just different areas of the building, really. But it's a great location. So yeah, so
you
for
can do
Michelle, if
do
you're
the
ever in the
plein
area,
air
it's nice to
painting
check it
right
out.
outdoor.
Yeah, and it'll be September, so it should be nice weather, hopefully. Oh, yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well,
Well,
thanks for tuning
very
in,
much.
everyone, and see you next last Sunday of the month. And yeah, we'll keep you up to date on everything that's coming down the pipeline, because we got a lot of stuff coming. It seems things are picking up faster and faster, so a lot of stuff coming your way. So keep you up to date. It's an exciting time to be part of IWS Canada.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you,
Thanks for
guys.
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Dr. Bruno.